Good afternoon. I was going to say evening, but we can't even really class it as evening yet, I don't think, Stats. But good afternoon. How are you, mate? All right?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, yeah. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Thank you for asking. A little bit perplexed, I think, we could probably the best way of putting it in terms of the lineup. I'm sure we'll come on to that in a moment or two.
Yes.
But first things first, let's just have a couple of minutes from you to tell us how you felt the previous game went at Burnley.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that long ago, really, does it? Since we
does it?
You know, just 72 hours previous. Magnificent. Magnificent. What?
Yeah, then, mate. I started.
Did it just go up like that? I know.
Like alfalfa.
Absolutely. I've not been called that in a long time. Yeah, I thought from start to finish, buddy, I thought we were brilliant. I thought we really controlled the game. Strike was brilliant. Llorente was brilliant. I thought they nullified the attacking intent from Vidra and Chris Wood. I think Chris Wood had a kick on Saturday. Click's goal, brilliant. Shame he's kind of been given. He needed it. He did need it. He's 21st for Leeds. It's a shame he's kind of been given now the last couple of weeks off. So I can see why Bielsa's done that, so he can go and prep for the Euros. Obviously, we're only just around the corner. Second goal, great finish from Jack Harrison. Shot comes in, and it's a clever little dink past Bailey Peacock Farrell, and then Rodrigo. What can you say about Rodrigo, Luke? Just oozes class as that boy. I think
we've been waiting for that, haven't we? I mean, that's shown what. I mean, we've seen it in parts, but I think we've really needed. He's needed it as well. I think preferred position, and we just that takes us nicely onto today's game. I think he's playing a little bit deeper today. It looks like in the 10 role. What do you make? You've obviously seen the team selection. What do you make of it so far?
Got the team in front of me here for those who've not seen it. Kiko Casillas back in goal. First start since Brighton back in January. Ayling, Cooper comes back in, the captain for Strike. Llorente, Alioski Phillips, Dallas. Rodrigo comes in for Click. Rafinha and Bamford. I have to say, I'm quite surprised at Kiko coming back in. I thought that might be the last we'd have seen of him. Obviously, he wants to give him a chance. I don't know whether to prove himself if he's going to be here next season. A bit surprised at that. I think a lot of Leeds fans are quite surprised to see Kiko back in the starting lineup. Rodrigo for Click makes sense. Pardon me. And it's interesting that Rodrigo, as you rightly just said there, preempted it. They will play that number 10 role. And I'm pleased to see Coops back in for Strike. I know it's probably not a popular decision for a lot of people, but for me, you bring back your club captain, at least for the last couple of games of the season. I will say that I would like to see at least Hernandez or Berardi get some action either this evening or against West Brom on Sunday.
Yeah. Just on that then, Kiko coming back in. Is it a, like you say, is it a token? Is he here to stay? Is it Ilya Meslier going to the Euros? What is it? What's that all about, do you think?
It's difficult. It's kind of come out of the blue because Melier's missed one league game all season, and that was due to COVID against Brighton back in January. And obviously, Kiko has played that one game, played in the Cup, captain the side against Hull City in the League Cup back in September, and obviously played in the disastrous result up at Crawley back in January. So, I think it's just taking one of it.
Everyone's. I mean, it's almost like he doesn't want to make Europe, taking out Struijk, who's been class, and Meslier, who's pretty much sort of single-handedly won us a number of points. I think the game against Burnley could have gone the other way. Had Vidra buried that.
Yes, that was a brilliant made that really
good. So I mean, it's probably a little bit harsh saying that on Cooper because he has had a really good strong season. A lot of time for But Rodrigo coming back in the 10, which obviously means Tyler's dropped. Obviously, Click played there. He's been given early leave. And now Rodrigo comes in as a first choice over Roberts, who probably would have been first choice whilst Rodrigo was out injured. So still a strong. I think it's still a strong 11 stats. I don't think we've. I don't think. I mean, I didn't. I can't believe we'd probably be saying this at this stage of the season, that we'd prefer Ilya Meslier to be starting over Kiko Casilla. Do you know what I mean? It's berserk. And also the same for Struijk over Cooper. But look, we can't really. In Bielsa, we trust, don't we? And he knows what he's up to. So we'll have to play along with his games, I suppose, and his tricks, and he just throws one in there, doesn't he, in the deep end?
Yeah.
But gonna give us a prediction then. How do you see it going?
Just before I predict, one thing I picked up on that I didn't yesterday, with Robin Koch obviously having leave now, we've gone through the whole season without our 4 new signings starting together. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I don't think they played that many minutes together. I think it's less than 20 together. I know. Right. I think in the victory against Tottenham, that I think Koch came on towards the back end of that game. So yeah, they've hardly played that much together, which is amazing for our 4 new signings. So yeah, but I think once you get a fully fit Rodrigo at it in pre-season, I think he's gonna be really one to watch next season. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. Where do you see, just before we do move on to your prediction, then where does that leave us as a team? Because I don't think his best position is number 10. I don't think he's a number 9. But Paddy Bamford is almost too good and too hard working to drop.
Yeah.
So does he then change again and play 2 up front? Does he? I mean, he knows, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah, as you kind of preempted in Bielsa, we trust, and what he's done is absolutely unbelievable with his football club as Bielsa. He's got some choices to make, and isn't it good though to be going into next season? I think I kind of said this on Saturday, to have these selection dilemmas, because we've not had this all season, and we're going to have a totally clean bill of health. Obviously, still a few question marks of Adam Forshaw in the summer. No, he's not too sure on his sort of fitness levels. There's question marks about Tyler Roberts, whether he stays or goes. There's rumours doing the rounds, and it's looking very likely that Pablo will probably go back to Spain. So
I've seen a rumour around Paddy actually earlier that he's been lined up as Spurs' number 1 replacement for Harry Kane.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't see that because Spurs don't even have a manager yet.
Yeah,
and B, Paddy is very, very happy in Leeds. I can tell you that now. That he'll be going nowhere.
I don't know what I've done there, but anyway. So just putting your picture back up there, the LAFC Scat Shield. Right then, so come on then, give us a prediction. Stick your neck on the line.
Do you know what? I was halfway right on Saturday. I'll take that. On Saturday, I went 2-0. So I'll take that. I'm going to go Southampton 1, Leeds 3.
No, you can't have that.
I can't have that.
No, listen, you're always wrong. And that's my prediction in the prediction league. No.
I'll get all right.
We'll go with your first answer. You've got
go.
As you know, there's a rule that you've got to be right at least once, haven't you? You know, we've got to get it at least right once.
Left, Luke.
Yeah. Let's hope you get it right this week, Stats. I'll let you have that one then. Yes. Cool.
I'm a stat man.
Whoa! I can do it. I'm a stat man. So that takes us on to your segment, your part of the show. Give us some crazy, wacky, mad-ass stats about Leeds United and Southampton.
Well, one that's literally just come into my head. I've got it on in the background, that we are wearing all white tonight at Southampton, which has surprised me a little bit. And it's the first time since the 70s. I actually think since 72-3 that Leeds have actually worn white at Southampton. We've usually worn a yellow away kit, a blue away kit down the years. So yes, I thought we might have worn the green one, but not to be. So that one's now done for the season. So we'll be all in white this evening. Bamford, Ayling and Dallas, as I've just tweeted this one, are 1 game away from completing ever presence in the Premier League. They'll become the first outfield players to do so, hopefully, should they play against West Brom on Sunday since Gary Kelly in season 94-95. Leeds need 1 more away win in the Premier League, hopefully tonight, as a newly promoted side, to beat the all-time record for a 38-game league season, which I think is held by Ipswich in season 2000-2001. And our greatest ever comeback in Leeds United's history came at Southampton on November the 19th, 2005. We were 3-0 down with, I think, 68 minutes on the clock. and we won 4-3. Paul Butler, Robbie Blake, David Healy penalty, and the late Liam Miller on 86 minutes. So, yeah, a few things to get your teeth into. And one that my lovely missus has pointed out to me, Bamford has made his 99th start for Leeds today. So hopefully he'll hit the 100 mark on Sunday tea time. So, yeah, plenty to get into. And it's a game I'm looking forward to. I think that it's a game that will be goals.
Yeah. Is the stat with Paddy still running?
What, scored in every calendar month?
Yeah.
Done that. He did it against Tottenham. They scored in May.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
I was that pissed against Tottenham. I don't really remember the game, to be fair. Of course
that went a little bit crazy, my Twitter that day. That I put that he's. I've been waiting for it because I've been building it up. And there's only one other player. I'm going to ask this. There's only one other player in the current squad that could actually achieve that next season. Which player do you think that could be?
That would probably be Jack Harrison.
Nope.
Stuart Dallas.
Yes. Should Stuart Dallas score in October of next season, he'll have done what Paddy's done. And I'm so frustrated because he scored in the first game in November this year against Leicester City. So had he left that to the previous game, would have done it. But Bamford beat him to it in May. So, yeah, looking for that Dallas will get on the score sheet whenever. And the fixtures are out, I think, June the 16th. So it's less than a month away till the fixtures come out, which is bonkers. And then we start all over again. And hopefully with full crowds.
Yeah, and we push for Europe. Next season, I'm sure. Seeing a little bit of transfer speculation floating about at the minute. I don't know if there's any. I mean, the club seems to keep most things like this close to the chest at the moment. So I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. But there's some great players and things, and it's a lovely position to be in as a Leeds fan to be. To be linked, I suppose, even to these players. You know,
it's weird because you turn the clock back a couple of years when we're battling to get out of the Championship. Some of the players that we're now linked with is unbelievable. Like Cunha, Rodrigo to Paul, I've seen. There's all sorts of players that you'd never dream of being linked with for Leeds United. And it's an important sum. I don't think they need too much to change around the fortunes for next season. But I think they'll need a left back. So obviously there's still question marks over Johnny Alioski, whether he will stay or go. I think they'll need a left back.
I think even if Johnny Alioski stays, I think if he stayed, we still need to strengthen that position as a priority. And I think the club probably looking at that as well. Albeit, I'll sort of eat a bit of humble pie. He has been good the last few games. Actually,
yes, he has.
Probably not the last few games because he made that stupid error at
Brighton.
Was it? Yeah, Brighton when he sort of rugby tackled whoever it was. Anyway,
one thing I'm intrigued about, Lou, is what he does with Robin Koch next season. Because against Tottenham, he played in that CDM role, and I thought it was superb. Whether he sees him as Phillips's sort of replacement if Calvin doesn't play, he can be versatile. I don't know. So we just have to wait and see, really.
Yeah, fair play. Right then, last thing that we were actually penultimate thing, because I know you want to promote something for Monday before we do go tonight.
Yes.
So the penultimate thing that we're going to cover is played for both. So what? How many are you going to go for? I'm going to ask 7. You how many you think 7 you're going to go for.
7 this time.
I'll let you take it away then, Stats.
Right, we'll start with the two Wallaces, Rod and Ray Wallace, who obviously joined from Southampton back in season 91-92. Brett Ormerod, who had a loan spell at Leeds back in 2004-05. Dexter Blackstock, who again had a very brief spell at Leeds United. Billy Sharp, who has been all over the country with different clubs. Alex McCarthy, goalkeeper. Stephen Craney, as we bought from, obviously bought him from Southampton. I think that's 7. And just to add in there, there's a goalkeeper that probably not many Leeds fans have heard of. He played, I think, 1 game for Leeds in 88-89. Ian Andrews, who had a long spell at Southampton in the late 80s, early 90s. So yes,
I was only 3 then, Stats. What do you take me for?
I was 4. So I was only 1 year old.
You were how old?
4.
In 89?
I was 89. I was 4. Yeah.
So you're a year older than me then, Stats.
Yes.
I mean, let's not sort of Let's not split hairs or anything like that. You
absolutely. I've still got it somehow.
Right then, and one last thing you want to talk about, anybody who's not seen on mine and on Stats's Twitter, go for it. I'll let you tell everybody. I'll run a little banner across the bottom. Oh, no.
I've been very honoured and privileged to host a Leeds United quiz on Monday evening for quizbit.com. I'll send out all the registration details once we get the pages set up from the guys in the background. It's a Leeds United quiz, all 5 different rounds on Leeds United Football Club. Some tricky questions in there. There's a picture round in there, so you need to get your brain in gear. It's all donations are made to Mind. If you feel you can donate as much or as little as you want to the charity. It will kick off on Monday night at 7:30, Monday the 24th of May 2021 and 7:30. All you'll need, I'll send all the registration details out for the Zoom links and what have you, and your PIN codes. That'll all be on my social media on LUFC Stats and on my Twitter page, Andrew Dalton. So yeah, come along and join. It's a laugh. There's a book at the end of it, a signed copy of my book, and there's also a trophy as well to be handed out to the winner that we will sort out and we'll arrange once everything is clear from lockdown. So yeah, come bring your quiz brain Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Live on Quizbit.
And I do understand that you do take bribes.
I do take bribes, yeah. Or Emma takes bribes.
Emma takes bribes. So if you do want to make sure of a guaranteed win, then yeah, yes. You can just ask her on Twitter. I'm pretty sure she'd give you the answers for like a £5 or something.
Yes.
But yeah, do take part.
Something like that.
Yeah, great charity as well. If you do, it is free, but if you do feel like making a contribution, mine is a fantastic charity and a great choice as well. So hope to see a lot, if not some, of you there on Monday evening next week. For now, let's go and enjoy Leeds United batter the Saints at St Mary's. Cheers, Stats.
On and on. Cheers, Luke. Take care. See you later.
I'm a stat man.